Hello, beautiful friends and souls around the world. I hope you're doing well in these quite interesting times of change. So I hope you're really able to sail with the quick inputs we are daily receiving now from these different sides, and I'm welcoming you to this next consciousness stream. Today I would like a little bit share regarding my beautiful mentorship, which I opened yesterday, the New Earth Mentorship, because it's tied to the topic of the stream, as it's truly calling us all now to not only start to realize what it means to be now in this collective shift, but that it's really calling for a deeper learning regarding our true nature, our true essence. And this is in the core that we are pure divinity. Now, some of you can translate it as we are pure light or pure love, but surely we are all coming from the same source. So we are not talking today here about different kind of belief systems, which as well all the religions are carrying within, because it's a choice to what to believe in this huge vast field of reality, which is actually like a field of endless possibility, but that we are remembering now truly our core from where we came or who we actually are, because this will then truly as well support us in our co-creation going forward. And this was also something coming quite clearly out yesterday in the mentorship, which I want to just slightly tap now into this to share that I was actually opening it through my higher guidance. So this means it's not a normal mentorship, which then of course creates ideas from a mental state, like to discuss everything just on that level, but we are actually here truly explaining it from a higher oneness consciousness. And this higher consciousness is actually opening new door of understanding, yes, that we can start to find solutions in a much more brighter spectrum. Yeah? So this means in a higher spectrum of consciousness, and not try to solve something from a linear perspective. So this linear perspective would be that I have only this way of a choice or this way, yeah, like polarity, duality. But stepping now into our oneness understanding, yeah, which is the new earth embodiment and higher, is then that we're having endless solutions, endless pathways to solve whatever is there to be solved. And that's actually why I'm so excited with this mentorship as well, because it's truly teaching us, all of us in that beautiful circle, completely new ways of finding solutions, of building a new reality, and as well like that honoring who we truly are in our core self, and that is that we are divine. And when we start to really plug back into that we are divine, that we are source creator spark, again, doesn't matter in what you believe, at the core we are all the same origin. And that this will then actually help us all to step forward without this fear and lack and limitation mentality, because then you will not anymore perceive yourself as this human vessel, human body, human self, who has only limited resources. And that's the point, because stepping towards this new reality, which we are right now all together already starting to dream into a form, into a reality with new ideas, with new consciousness, that's then actually where we are strengthening our own self, that we are not anymore in a kind of, let's say, shaky ground with the change. Shaky ground through fearing what will the future bring. Shaky ground through thinking that I'm too little, I'm too small to change anything. And that's where the bigger, beautiful input of understanding comes in, that you are divine. When you're clicking into that, cultivating that you are divine, this, of course, will then start to open you up to a bigger field of solutions, a bigger field of resources. And I'm speaking here really of any kind of resources. So this means resources of new ideas which you thought, okay, I have no idea how I can do that, right? So you're gonna really click into your higher self, which has this endless possibilities, endless flow of divine higher consciousness, yes? And this is then what will help us all once again to co-create and to manifest this new reality, which we're all then gonna basically be able to exist here and to enjoy together, right? So it's all about, where are you here in this co-creation? Are you still choosing? And not just choosing, are you still entangled in your limited mind frame, thinking about your own self, that you're just a little unlimited human being and you can't do anything? Or can you start to honor and actually realize that you're so much more inside of you, not outside? Because outside, we are all together actually losing that track of how I need to be, that I have this support and achievement. When you start to more and more focus onto that outside, so this means I need more money to get somewhere. I need more people who understand me. I need a new place to be, that I can do what I need to do as my purpose. More you're focusing on these things and then realizing I don't have this yet, more you're losing track of your endless resources and trust that you are actually divine. So what are we here actually discussing? That we're going to start to, or I'm offering you as a motivation and inspiration, that you start to realize that. The moment you start to realize, okay, if she's now giving me the input that I'm divine, so I'm talking to you now, yes? So what can this mean then? That you're just starting to reconnect with your energy. And when we talk about to ground yourself, it's not only to go to the nature and hug a tree and say, okay, I'm now grounded, okay? But when we talk about being grounded, means all your energy, which is still spread in the outside through these interactions, fears, worries, that you're pulling it back into your body, and then feel your body. And even if you feel fear, if you feel confusion, all of that is good. Why? Because you're pulling yourself not away from it, but back to yourself, because feeling yourself means that you're really back in your body. More you're kind of not feeling anything because you're so overburdened and so in an overwhelmed state, in stress, more you're actually going to become really like numb towards your own feeling, towards your own body, which is your home. And everything in your world, in my world, in every world of reality starts with your body, because from here you're looking outwards then to the world. So this means anything and everything which you're creating inside of your body will then of course reflects in your reality. So this means, to make it not now complicated, is we will start to remember that a profound core importance to go forward in this future, in this reality, and to feel good, stable, with great creation, is to get back connected with your body, and then of course with your own core self. And this is something which I'm also going to then bring through at the end of this stream, a light transmission, because this was clearly coming out yesterday in my mentorship, which I was directly from the higher selves channeling through. So this means it was higher guidance, not only a mental concept, all right, that we all need to reconnect completely back to the understanding, to the feeling, to the sensation of the divinity, the source within ourselves. Because this holds us in a way, if you want to say so, in this massive change and these tornadoes, it holds us stable, okay? And if you're in a stable, let's call it now, container, anything and everything which moves around you, even through you, will not knock you off. And like that as well, if you're not in your body, imagine now that you're only fragments, stress, fear, and you're spread all over with your energy. Imagine then what kind of reflection your life is actually gonna reflect you back. For sure, such a fragmented, chaotic and stressful picture and reality and experience, because it will only reflect you back. You are constantly the creator. Every moment of your being, of your breath, of your thoughts, it's coming from you. And life is responding, because you're sending out like energetic waves, like impulses, with every idea, with every thought, with every breath. And like that as well, it's then returning to us back like a response, yes? We are in correspondence, we are in communication with life, right? And again, back to the stream now regarding divine priority. So it was really, really coming through. Again, that's why I'm doing today this stream in my mentorship, which opened yesterday, and I channeled again all through directly from our higher selves, each of the participant higher selves, that it is really about now the time that we cannot escape anymore the wisdom, the eternal wisdom that we are divine. And we need to reconnect if you want to smoothly sail through this change. Understand that we are still, maybe some now, me or others, maybe not anymore so, but again, many are still as well locked in this fourth dimensional space as well, which is between the 3 and 5. And I spoke before about it. And this 4 is actually where the most of illusions will come now to the surface. And this is then, you know, when we are in fear, when we are in anger, when we are frustration. These are all not aligned creative manifestations, yes? But they're actually distorted because the higher consciousness is not there yet, yeah? It's not aligned yet. And that's why in the 4th is now actually the deepest battle with all of this kind of darkness, if you want to say so, yeah? That suddenly people start to really feel strange or talk about, I don't know, seeing weird entities or feeling them and dreaming about them and about psychic attacks and all of that. I want to really throw this now into the space here. And this is because, beautiful ones, we are transmuting by walking through it. By transmuting, we are then changing the information and bringing higher consciousness, and then light is there where was before dark, where was before density, okay? But if you are still not stable and cultivating that your priority is your divinity, that you're working constantly on you to stabilize your vessel with everything what you're walking through, then of course it will almost feel like that you are now suddenly, I don't know, attacked by so many dark energies and thoughts, and your life is falling apart, and you think it's like bad karma and all of these expressions, right? But we all are here right now on this planet. All of you signed up as a soul to have this experience, to transmute that so-called inverted false matrix. And in this false matrix, it's an overlay around the organic, beautiful, divine matrix, which is always there. It was never been possible to change that, but not to make it now complicated. Maybe some of you don't understand this yet, but just to say that we all are here with our light to shine as bright as you can and really cultivate that light within. You're walking through this kind of dust, what is coming up now, because it wants to be transmuted, it wants to be seen. And this is where we are then starting to realize, if I'm only a small little human and I have no power and I'm almost like helpless in this matrix 3D life, then you will really struggle with then thinking, okay, I can't do anything, I can't change anything, and everything is falling apart. This would be that perspective. But when you have this perspective that you're reconnecting back, that you are source, creator, vibrating in this vessel, came here to transmute the false inverted matrix, to bring us back home into the organic, true, essential alignment with all the beautiful systems, because this was at one time, at long time ago, taken away, and we got inverted by outsiders. Yeah, let's call it like that. Anyways, I don't want to go actually in this story now, but just to say that we are really now about to reconnect again with this memory which was taken away the moment when actually the split happened of coming into this matrix, because not only that an amnesia happened, that you forgot your essence, your core, but as well an illusionary idea that you're split from source. The moment you remember that it's not true, because we can't exist if we would be cut off, right? It's always there, our prime creator court. So the moment you wake up to this, that it's actually not true, yeah, all of this is not really true, but it's just like illusionary, different kind of layers which we are transmuting through. That's the moment when you're mostly really in collaboration to starting to not just restore the organic, harmonious state of everything, but we are starting always with our own self. And those streams are rather here to support you on your pathway. So this means to support you, to have tools that you don't feel neither completely lost now what's going on in this world, or that you feel that you're losing your mind, why everything is just really, not functioning anymore like it was before. Maybe you were even satisfied because you didn't even know that you even deserve more or have something bigger ahead. That's the other trickstery which was done to us. So this means in this amnesia, we all basically fall into that trap that always presented like a real organic matrix, but actually a complete opposite version. And that's why many who were still holding this world together as, let's say, the kind of rulers of this place, okay, they actually created it in such a way that to do anything and everything to just not allow us to wake up. And now it's already at the point that many woke up enough to the point that they can now remember that they are divine, okay? But now the work is starting, is in front of us. So this means what I've been clearly shown yesterday in that mentorship, again, I'm mentioning just because it was pure channeling, and this is there for you all to also hear, is that we are now about to really strengthen back this core to divinity. So this means, however you wish to call it, to God, to source, to prime creator. Because when we replug this consciously back, yes, not just I know I'm awake now, what should I do now? But you start to work with these powers or these abilities or this higher understanding, more you will be able to be actually truly that light worker who is just by presence, not even by something particular that you have to do, just by pure presence, by your vibration, you then plugged into that original coding of all existence, right? Then you can go on a tree, then you can plant, I don't know, flowers, then you can cook something. Whatever you're gonna do, it's gonna vibrate then back into a creation of oneness, and not anymore in a distorted version, because when we don't create from that place, then it will always have lack. That's why many are, when they create money or they want prosperity out of fear, out of lack, oh my God, I need more because I have bills, that's a frequency state of lack. So you will not be able to achieve. If you're going to achieve it, it's going to be just like, you know, partial. It's coming in and fast running out. And that's the point of expansion of consciousness, that we understand to move out from a 3D thinking. Because in the 3D, you're always going to have just as much as it's here allowed in that game, okay? Because it is a game. So this means when you wake up to it, then you have so much more resources. And that's the point that I would like just to remind you, inspire you, motivate you to start to put as your priority, our all priority, your inner development. So this means whatever technique you want to find, it will find you. So this means if it's for you now, affirmations, if it's visualizations, if it's deep breathing, if it's just laying on the ground with Gaia, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you're taking time, and that you also understand that this time is so, so precious and golden. Not just to have a rest, okay, and say, okay, the world is speeding up and I just need to slow down. No, but that you're taking it as truly your priority, as much as people are taking priority to survive, to search, I don't know, for money. And I'm not saying it's now not important. It will be still there, a part of us. But to get more or to be in a better state, it will always, always start from your heart space, from your source core. Everything, even your 3D life, everything, your 10D life, your 5D life. So it's really about to change priorities. So what was now till the now in that 3D life we are all living in, the most important to kind of, you know, have the job, have the room, have the house, have all of this to kind of sustain and say, okay, I have a okay, stable life. That you change that. Not now that you forget about all of that. It won't go away, of course not. But to come into a much more, truly much more aligned and abundant life, to start to work with your own divinity. And this means, again, you have different practices as ever you choose, but to just know it and have the consciousness and take the time for it. That's number one for and going toward new earth embodiment. Number one priority. And even if I'm saying this now, You all have a free choice. But I'm here only as a clear messenger to help and support and assist. And then it's always a free choice, of course. But it was clearly stated again yesterday in our mentorship, beautiful, amazing, powerful downloads. And all of our higher selves, which came through, were basically stating the same. It's that reconnection, replugging back, because from there, completely new resources available, resources through higher consciousness, resources through higher understanding, new perspective. It's almost like you're tuning out and seeing, okay, I'm not caught in that situation, in that panic, in that fear, in that anger, in that separation, whatever your situation is, right? You're not caught in it. When you're seeing it from the same level, then it looks like you're caught, yes. So basically tune out, and you only can tune out when you realize that you can tune out, which means that you remember your divinity, because just a small 3D human mind will not even have the idea to tune out, right? So, okay, I think I covered all regarding that, because again, it's really about reconnection with your core self. And sometimes I even know that when I'm sharing information, streaming from higher source in, that sometimes it's also early. And I know that maybe this stream will now reach a few. But again, this is also a beautiful message for all of you. Even if it just reaches a few, whatever you have to share, whatever your love vibrates, it's a huge gift for the all. So don't think and dismiss it by putting yourself back in the corner and playing still small. Those times are done, because more light will shed now on all humanity, on all your little parts, big parts of your own self. More you will understand that we are all divine, and divine means you're not just a corn. You are a corn and you are a universe, all at the same time, okay? Whew, I think, yes, we covered it, because I'm going to now slowly move into the light transmission. But I really mainly came on to share this, how important it is to really reconnect back to yourself, to your body, and make it as number one priority to be able to really outside then see and experience everything in a beautiful, harmonious way. So all the stress you thought you're having will actually be transmuted, because you won't seeing everything anymore from a tight position of lack, of need, of want, but as well from a bigger perspective that everything has its time, its meaning, its way, and that you're trusting that. That's a higher consciousness perspective then of the situation. And that's where I all want to actually guide you towards, okay? If I can, and of course, it's your choice to take it. All right, so I will say now, whoever wish to receive these light codes, which I will directly, I received already the information, tune into Source Creator stream, light stream, and bring through then the codes directly to your heart space, and you will give me the permission. So this means if you want to receive it, you're going to just say yes, and then the stream will directly actually allow you to feel and to reconnect much more easier with the feeling, even with that state, what it means when you're connected directly to Source, Father, Mother, Prime Creator, to God, however you want to state that, okay? Right. So let me just take a moment. Yes, and if you want, you can either close your eyes or leave them open, or place your hand on your heart as ever you feel more comfortable. And I'm now as well connecting directly through my multidimensional higher self into the Source, Father, Mother, Prime Creator core. I'm gonna start now to bring in a direct stream from Source into your heart space source now, plugging in and allowing now the codes to flow in. He I horak na khriata e no wallahaya. Tin I kohri anta ishnarakt I hal warata ea. Teri ha e krakna to wallahaya. Shinwal naki tahala ai. Tint wahniki ai karahwale e ai shna areteneata aikini al here sawanake e. For those who listening first time, light language ang ar in achnik wahaa. I'm just translating the codes. Ink ira halele sak complete reconnection with the essential core to self, which is self-source, achare e within the heart space, eke ina al aktoro hana e sank ntarahane ek ai kuahana a complete restoration, aha ena kina ena a, as well coming up remembrance, yes, that there was never any separation, yes, coming in now diamond codes as well through the stream, through this cord, conscious cord back, yes, plugged in now, ehina aha ai, kuhrakt ai, kushno wahaa, yes, to stabilize as well all your systems through it, ahayo walachne, tene kiaraka. Exactly, opening you up more, expand you to your divinity within. Yes, and allowing like that as well the direct stream with your higher self, Sha'anta-e, through your own ascension pathway to much more clearly understand, hear, feel your higher guidance, Achnikti, and as well open up then yourself to this higher embodiment of your higher self, which will happen in the near or a little bit further future. This is our reconnection, to embody our multidimensional self in physical form. Shikt iri, antriatake, wallachre, and ira, aha ayakini, shu wallachra tia, aya, wah, I, shawala. Yes, and now a complete rebalancing of all those codes which you just anchored through this direct stream from Source, yes, and through and out of your Source, because this is also happening from inside out. Yes, and this is also opening, yes, the higher understanding through your DNA, where all the plan is and always was stored in a perfect divine order, never truly inverted, intruded, because it's not possible. And take a deep breath and just allow this really powerful, stabilizing core self-reconnection, and just feel this beautiful vibration you just anchored. Yes, because it will make you feel that it's so much more majestic who you truly are. This enormous light, so much more majestic. Yes, and slowly, by the divine order, we're closing the stream and allowing for those which are aligned to it, it continuously streaming as long as needed, wished, and aligned. transmission done. Okay, so I'm thanking you for receiving, and like that as well, being the beautiful carrier of this new earth vibration of oneness. So thank you all for streaming in with me here, and just know your path will unfold in a most majestic, beautiful way. Much love from Slovenia. And of course, whoever wishes to join the New Earth Mentorship, it's truly open, eternal to support. So whenever you feel, you can join. The info will be linked below. Much love to all of you. You are beautiful, amazing, divine lights.